In today's video, we visit a place that has been reported to have free power for overnight stays. Is this still true? Come along with us as we pull into the Natchez Visitors Center and stay the night. You're invited to join us on our adventures and come rolling with the Russells. So last night we stayed at the Natchez Visitors Center. Some of y'all have probably seen a YouTube video talking about free power and free parking at the Natchez Visitors Center. The Visitor Center is way over there. It's not way over there, but I mean we're in the parking lot for the Visitor Center. And this is the parking lot around me. You can see we're parked right there. And then these spots back here behind me, kind of with the white, it's not white anymore, but the white and black stained sidewalk right here. These are all RV parking spots, and I'll clip to some other video that I have here, but there are power receptacles at every one of those. You might be able to see them from a distance here. 15 amp, 20 amp outlets, which are, just like a household plug, which is not a lot, but it's a little bit. And this one has a 30 amp plug, and we saw a YouTube video from 3 years ago that said that their site had a 30 amp plug. Here it is. But I just hooked up my tester and it didn't seem to have any power. So I'm going to test it with the old multimeter. And my glasses. And there is no power. This plug looks old as dirt. Maybe those people who recorded that thing 3 years ago were the last ones to use it. So it looks like the hopes of a 30 amp hookup for free are gone. But we have our generator, and it's not gonna be that cold tonight. We got our generator. I mean, see all the rest of these. It's not the greatest angle, but all the rest of these are 20 amp, and there's a whole bunch of them all the way down. And this here is the RV parking spots right here. Let me check some of these other ones, just so you know. Let's check one of these 20 amp, 15 amp, 20 amps, whatever they are. Let's check one of them. Help me, I'm falling over. Nope. Nope. No power. No power at these either. None of those power receptacles work, so there is no power here at the Natchez Visitor Center, at least not in the parking lot for overnight RVers. Last night we were the only people here. There was a car parked for a while. I think just somebody carpooling or something. They came and got it and they left. A Class C came in with a couple from Alaska who had been working down in Louisiana doing disaster hurricane relief kind of stuff. But they chose not to stay, and they were expecting power. So that's the big thing to take away from this, is that there is no power for RV overnight parking at the Natchez Visitors Center. So don't get your hopes up of coming here and doing that. Let me give you a couple other little things, call it review of the Natchez Visitor Center parking lot. One is there's no power, okay? The second is that the spaces are fairly uneven, meaning the whole parking lot is on a hill, and so every space, I mean, where we're parked right here, we did our level-headed best. You see what I did there? Level-headed best. I need to work on my jokes. We did our level-headed best to get as level as we could by using, there's a dip right there, but we're still leaning well to the left. And there is no flat spot here. So you're gonna be leaning up, you're gonna be leaning back, you're gonna be leaning left, or you're gonna be leaning right if you park in this parking lot. Now, that's not that big of a deal. We slept just fine. It was quiet, no one bothered us. We didn't get any knocks in the middle of the night. There's a couple of Sprinter vans back here. I don't know if they're passing through or what their story is, but they just showed up this morning. They were not here last night. It is pretty, it is calm. There is a road you may or may not be able to hear, but there's a highway back here behind me that goes over to, we're in Mississippi, and it goes over to Louisiana. The Mississippi River is right over there. And I mean, you can hear a little bit, but it's not nearly as noisy as parking next to an interstate. It didn't even bother us last night, and really, I think the traffic noises picked up this morning. It got a lot quieter last night as we were kind of hanging out. There it is, the visitor center, and a little bit of the inside, and somebody who doesn't want to be on camera because she doesn't want to be on camera today. But this is us. We're all packed up, getting ready to leave. Had a great night's sleep, just chilled out. We went to there's a Walmart about 10 minutes from here to get a couple of things, but other than that, we just hung out here and had a good night's sleep and got some rest, and we're going to push on towards Muir State Park in right near Mobile, Alabama. One last update before we go. I did walk in and talk to the management, the people that work there at the Natchez Visitors Center, and they did confirm that there's no power. They also confirmed the power is not coming back. They're actually working to remove all the receptacles, so they're not even there anymore. So Natchez, nice place, great visitor center, lots of things to do here. Wonderful parking lot, a little bit on an angle, but it is still free, and you can still stay here, but you'll have to completely boondock with no power. All right, well, I'm behind the wheel and we're about to head out, so we'll see you down the road. Bye-bye.